Good evening, everyone. My name's Gerwin, and that rhymes with heroin. That's the female hero, not the drug. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Welcome to Gendera. I'm doing a special video tonight for an amazing young man who's part of my YouTube community and who has been following me for 4 years. And I am so grateful for him being in my community. But he's having a few challenges at the moment, and I'm hoping that this short guided meditation might help. And I'm going to actually, no, I know it'll help if you fully engage in it. And I'm going to make some videos coming up on ways to handle anxiety and depression and grief and all that sort of stuff, because there are some practical, simple things you can do. And if your issue is a lot bigger like mine was, I've also got tools to help with that, but that is a much larger investment. So let's go through the guided meditation. Okay, so what I want you to do is close your eyes. And this is much better if I can do it in person, and I'm able to serve you a lot better if I actually get feedback from you on where you're at, what you're thinking, what thoughts are running through your head, the limiting beliefs that you're feeling. So this is a very cut down version of what I do with my clients in person or over Zoom. So let's go. So are you ready? Start again. Can you close your eyes for me? Thank you. That's great. Are you ready to let go of this negative emotion of anxiety? Yep, that's fantastic. That takes a lot of courage. Okay, so what I would like you to do is keep your eyes closed and imagine that you're in a little bubble. Well, it's not a little bubble, it's surrounding you. And in that bubble, you are totally safe, totally protected, and totally guided, and surrounded by pure light and love. So I want you to, we're going to be working with your subconscious mind here, which controls 90% of your behavior and your thoughts and your feelings, and you're completely unaware of what's going on. So you're going to have some interesting thoughts pop into your head that's going to actually reveal to you some of the limiting beliefs that you have that are actually causing the anxiety. Okay, so can you ask your subconscious, please, when was the first time you felt this anxiety? Was it before you were born, or was it after you were born? And that might sound strange, but there are things that can come through the system generationally. So your parents and your grandparents and all that sort of stuff, some of their beliefs and all that sort of thing. But you can also pick up negative patterns from when you were actually in your mummy's tummy during pregnancy. So yeah. So I'm going with it's after birth. If it's before birth, it's not a big drama. So it can work either way. But so I want you to just keep your eyes closed and think of the first number that pops into your head. Trust your subconscious, and it's going to tell you exactly what you need to know and when you need to know it. Okay? So if you were to pick a number, and it's most likely under 7, when was the first time you felt the feeling of anxiety? Have you got a memory there that's come up? I know for me, I had a picture of being in the womb, and I felt like I wasn't being seen or wasn't being heard, which is a bit interesting because you're not going to be seen or heard when you're in the womb. And that's going to create a bit of anxiety. But that was my memory, so it's a matter of you finding your memory. And if it's not an actual memory, your subconscious will actually give you a picture to help you understand it. Now, it's not necessarily going to be an actual memory. My understanding is that it's your brain's way of communicating with you. It's your subconscious's way of telling you a story, basically, in a picture. So have you got that memory? Or make up one if you don't have an actual memory, because that's perfectly fine, because it's how your brain, how your subconscious is communicating to you. So I'm going with that you've got that memory now. And remembering that you are safe and protected in your bubble. Now I want you to ask your subconscious, what are the negative beliefs that you took on about yourself from this situation? And I need you to stay with me, because we're going to get rid of this. Okay, we're going to transform this. And we're going to be transforming your mind. We're going to be changing your subconscious beliefs that are driving the anxiety. So we need to find those negative limiting beliefs. Sometimes they're feelings of I'm not good enough, I can't do this, or it's whatever the negative feeling is for you. I don't need to know it, you need to know it. If I'm in an actual with a client, then I will write it all down and find all that information, but it's not required for this. And this is just going to be a fairly surface level intervention. To do a proper intervention would take actually being in person or being online. So yeah, anyway, so you've got some of those negative beliefs. Now what we're going to do now is, in our little bubble, we're going to fly up so high we're in a place of no emotion and feeling safe and protected. Okay, so in your bubble, when I count to 3, you're going to be in complete peace and complete calm. Okay, 1, the bubble is going so high now, you're floating up above the roof of your house, above the trees, above the clouds. You're doing really well. 2, so high now, you're going up past the moon, up past the sun, out of the solar system. 3, you're in a place of complete peace and calm. No negative emotions, no emotions really at all. Okay, so next thing we want to do while we're in this position is actually ask, because we're looking down, if you look down that situation that caused all that anxiety in the first place, that situation is so small you can't see it anymore. But we can take on the positive lessons from that event. So can you ask your subconscious, what are some of the lessons that you can learn from this situation? I would love for you to, after this, to actually write in the comments what the positive lessons that you were, if for no other reason than so that you can come back and look at them and remind yourself if you need to. And you can always come back and do this guided meditation again as often as you like. Now, are there any other positive lessons that you can take from this situation that's going to help you to be the man that you've been called to be? One that's strong and courageous and a warrior, protecting the people that are weaker than you and smaller than you. So what's that? What are the other positive lessons you can take from that? That's really good. Is there any more positive lessons that you can take from this situation? Can you maybe think of one more? Okay, you've done really, really well. I'm so proud of you. I know when I had the memory I mentioned earlier about being in the womb, one of the lessons I learned from that was, if I'm not being seen or heard, it's because I need to grow more. Which was just such a beautiful, it's helped me to be so much more patient and so much more calm and a lot less anxious. And anxieties can be complex, but this is step one. And as I said, you can go back over this video and watch it again and again to get different levels, different memories, different lessons. So you've done really, really well. What I want you to do now is, in your bubble, you're going to fly back down to the event so that it's just before the event and you're watching the event play out. Is that old feeling of anxiety still there? I'm going to assume that it's not. If it is still there, and only, I think it's like 2% of people have trouble really letting go of that anxiety when they've decided they want to. If you're having trouble with that, then please email me triggered@jandera.com or put a comment down below, limiting belief stuck. But I also would love for you to put down any positive lessons that you've learned from this journey. So in our bubble again, still in our bubble, and we're going to float down into the situation so that you're actually looking through your own eyes at what's going on. Is that negative emotion of anxiety still there? Or is it all gone now? That's great. I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Now, as you're ready and in your own time, in your bubble, come back from the time of that memory through your timeline back to now, integrating those positive lessons into every situation where you would have felt that old negative limiting belief, and see if it's there still. And really allow that positive lesson to be integrated into your being. Doing a great job. Now when you're ready and in your own time, come back to this room, to your room, and open your eyes. You back now? That's awesome. You've done a fantastic job. What did you have for breakfast? Make sure you pop that in the comments. I want to know what you have for breakfast. Let's see. Do you like cats or dogs? Pop that in the comments. Do you like blue or pink? It's a really good job. Make sure you pop it in the comments, hey. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, I want you to hop back in your bubble. So close your eyes again, hop back in your bubble. And we're going to go back in your timeline and have a think and have a picture and memory where you would have felt that anxiety again. And see, is that feeling still there? Or is it all gone now? So far I haven't had anybody actually hold on to the emotion. Sometimes I need to go back at sometimes and go through letting go of limiting beliefs. And I've got a process for doing that. Oh, sorry. It's been a big day. Okay, so next, in your little bubble, I want you to actually go forward in your timeline. So go into your future and imagine an experience that would have brought up that same old feeling of anxiety. And I'd like you to see if that feeling is still there. Or is it all gone now? So good. So good. That's fantastic. So that's basically... So come back to the room as you're ready. Open your eyes. And I look forward to hearing the "so good it's all gone now" in the comments. And if it is still there, please let me know and I will come up with some other tools for you. This is just a really simple one. Well, it's not a simple one actually. It's a very powerful technique, and it's what's actually helped me to be able to get through and get over my depression and anxiety. I've still got a little bit to work on, but oh, it's a journey, and we really need to trust the process and not expect ourselves to be perfect, to allow ourselves to feel our emotions and hold ourselves kindly. But I'm really proud of you, and I'm grateful to have you in my community. And I'm going to catch you in my comment section. Bless you.